Hello everyone, this is Tracy from Mystic Waters Marbling. Today I am getting ready to toss my size out because it's about 5 days old and old size does not perform well. But before I throw it out, I always like to practice. So that's what I'm doing today, is I'm just practicing some of my designs. I can already tell right away that I'm working with old size because the paints aren't spreading as well as they should be. I could try and thin it down a little bit, but I'm just going to toss it anyway, so I'm just practicing. This color here that I'm adding right now is not spreading at all, which probably means I need to work on that color itself. Continue layering paint, and you can see that when you drop a new color, the colors do not mix. They just push the other color out of the way, and the colors around it start to become darker. Now I'm using my rake. This is called Galguette, which means back and forth. And now I'm going to Galguette the other way. And now I'm using the fine rake, and that's called the Nonpareil. And I'm just going to print on some paper that has been pre-treated. And if you notice, it looks like some of the colors are running. As soon as you put the paper down, it picks up the paint. But it picks up more paint than it can absorb, so the excess paint that hasn't been absorbed into the paper will run. So now I'm just kind of pouring water down the paper a little bit just to rinse off the extra size that is not going to be sticking to the paper. And just give it a real gentle rinse. It's not going to rinse any of the paint that is actually stuck to the paper. It's only going to rinse what's on top. And there you go. That's Nonpareil. All right, I'm going to clean up. There's not a lot left in that tray, so I'm going to work with a different tray. Now, once you've cleaned your tray, I skim the tray. That's to get rid of any air bubbles and for the surface tension of the water. This is another technique you can do to lay the paint down. You can just drop it like I did the prior one, or I'm just flicking a paintbrush with a little bit of paint on it. You can do it either way. The point is you just want to get paint down as quickly as possible. This way produces smaller dots of paint in varying different sizes. If you're dropping it from the actual bottle itself, you get more uniform drops. Just takes a little bit longer to get more paint on your size. This pattern right here is called the stone pattern. Almost every design starts with the stone pattern, and you can print it like this, which is pretty, or you can swirl or rake and it becomes different patterns. So I'm continuing to layer paint until I have enough paint in the tray. This is a fun way to get paint down. It's just messy. right, now I'm raking. I'm doing the Gilgette again. And you can print it like this, or you can continue to Gilgette the other way. You can print it like this, but I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to move it back and forth to get kind of a S pattern, and back again the other way, which is called angelfish. And now I'm going to print that pattern on paper. You have to lay the paper down in a way that doesn't create any air pockets underneath. If there's any air pockets underneath, you'll have a blank spot on your paper. So there we go. Now I'm just going to give it a gentle rinse, which you can't see on camera, but I'm doing the same thing as I did with the other one. Just gently running water down the paper to rinse off the extra size. And here is my pattern. Isn't that pretty? Hit that like and follow button, and I'll see you next time.